Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading this month to see what you need to know, child. I decided to start with fire signs and, ooh, Lord, y'all got some things going on, okay? But anyway, don't bring anything into your life that does not belong. I hope this reading helps you, Sagittarius. Anything you need to know is in the description box below. If you want to see the services I offer, my website link is below. I do offer personal readings and other services, so just go and check that out if you're interested, okay? Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. It's very helpful. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel. I know the UI on this platform is not the greatest, but just do your best, okay? And if it resonates, let me know. Okay, let's see. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for Sagittarius and what they may be experiencing this month. You guys, this can be timeless. Listen, I feel like all readings are timeless. Whenever you see the message, that's when you're meant to see it. Even if it does apply to a previous time frame or a future time frame, I feel like all the messages are technically meant for you to see it when you see it. But let's see. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, what is the message for Sagittarius this month when it comes to whatever their situation is? Go with the flow, child. Temptation and the magic within you. Leo just got go with the flow, but they got two different cards at the bottom and the back of the deck. What did they get? Guidance and deception. Ooh, my neck cracked hard. I don't know if y'all heard that. There could be some type of temptation that you have right now, Sagittarius, to take an offer or make a decision that will render you powerless. I'm just going to let it ride, but that was kind of crazy because Leo got the same card. You may be dealing with a Leo or have some type of affiliation or association with a Leo, so you may want to go watch that reading. But I feel like there's a temptation that you have here to take an offer or to take some type of action to do something that would render you a little bit powerless, because Spirit wants you to remember the magic within you. They want you to remember how powerful you are and the capabilities that you have that have already been equipped inside of you to handle conflicts or situations. Temptation is number 9. Go with the flow is number 1. And 14 is the magic within you, which could technically be a 5. I feel like there's some type of tension that you may be experiencing in the near future when it comes to you exerting some type of magic or power over a situation. Okay. But it's like, I feel like Spirit wants you to believe in yourself. And they don't want you to be tempted to do something, say something, or accept something that would be beneath you or that could possibly render you powerless. Okay. And they want you to kind of like flow with the energy. Don't force anything. Don't try to control the outcome. What else for Sagittarius? Planning. Yeah, so there's a plan that you have to accomplish something, and you may be tempted to like try to keep a firm hand on it. You may be tempted to control it. You may be tempted to try and dictate the outcome, and Spirit, I feel like, is telling you not to do that. They want you to make plans and allow for there to be contingencies, right? Because everything may not go exactly as planned. New love, interesting. And intimacy. So you could be planning a date with someone, or you could be planning to, I don't know, be intimate with somebody. Some of y'all may be planning on having a romantic night. This could also be something that you love to do, like a hobby or a project that you're very passionate about, and you have a timeline. You want to reach the timeline and you've made plans. And I feel like because you're so close to the outcome that you desire, you may not be leaving room for contingencies, and Spirit doesn't want you to get discouraged because your plans may change or they may need to change. They don't want you to be tempted to make decisions that go against your greatest good because you're so stuck or fixated on the plan that you had for something or the plan that you had for a situation or a person. I'm just trying to help, child. What is the situation here with Sagittarius? Oh my Lord. Three of Pentacles reversed. So something is not going as planned. And it could be frustrating you. And Spirit is like, chill. They like, chill, baby. Page of Swords. Justice. I feel like you're realizing or recognizing that someone is not getting acknowledged properly for the hard work that they've put in, or you see that someone is not pulling their weight. I don't know which one it is, but you're paying really close attention to things that aren't working out, or someone who's not doing their job, or someone who's not getting recognition for their work. You could be asking someone like, why are you not working? I feel like this is a fair question. What's the Three of Pentacles reversed? Oh my God. I thought it was the Justice card, but it's the Hierophant. Someone has been unemployed for several years, maybe 3 to 5 years. Someone's been unemployed or they haven't been working. Now, this could also be a situation where someone is in school and maybe they haven't been able to find a job. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but it feels like there's something that has become commonplace. There is a situation that has been very consistent over several years, whether it's several years of someone working really hard but not getting recognition, or several years of somebody looking for a job after college and can't find it, or looking for a job in general and can't find it, or several years of someone basically being unemployed, not pulling their weight, things like that. The Moon and the Page of Cups. I feel like there's something hidden when it comes to this situation with the Moon. Let me see. What's the Three of Pentacles reversed? Queen of Swords. Queen of Wands. Two of Cups. So listen, there could be two feminine energies, a fire sign and an air sign, possibly a Taurus or Virgo. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Strong Taurus, strong Libra, and I also feel possibly strong Aries. These two women could be having a conversation or communicating about something, I feel, secretly. They've been consistently having communication or conversations about this topic secretly. And it's gone under your radar. Or you are this Queen of Wands talking to this Queen of Swords about something that's kind of like mysterious or hidden, or maybe even fearful, like things that you may fear, or things that they may fear, or things that are scary or hidden underneath the surface. Things that you're curious about, things that you question. Maybe asking questions. It feels like this is a conversation going on. Yeah. With the Hierophant, I don't know who this Queen of Swords is, but I feel like the Queen of Swords is more high ranking than the Queen of Wands. So this could be your boss. This could be your older sister. This could be your mother. This could be your aunt. It's like an older feminine energy or a feminine energy that's more knowledgeable or high ranking in a position than the Queen of Wands. So if you are the Queen of Wands, this could be your mentor. This could be your boss. This could be a feminine energy who you look up to, and they see something, they see a pattern clearly. There's a pattern going on. There's some type of consistent like occurrences going on. Something keeps happening over and over again. And it's like either they're telling you about the pattern because you don't recognize it, or maybe they're asking you about the pattern and whether or not you recognize it. You could be asking them if they see the pattern and whether or not they recognize it. Or you could be bringing this pattern to their attention and now they're starting to recognize it. I don't know exactly what this is about. This could be about someone's work history, unemployment, someone not being recognized for their work. What is this about? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles reversed, Lovers reversed, Page of Wands reversed. Somebody is like bad. I don't know. I was about to say somebody's bad news, bitch. And the devil is under the deck. Nine of Swords. Someone is like unemployed. They're codependent. They're not able to support themselves. And it feels like it's because they make bad choices, or they have addictions. They could be somewhat toxic, or they're attached to something that's draining or siphoning their resources. Or they have some type of mental instability. I don't know exactly what this is. I don't know if you're a doctor or if you're talking to a doctor about this. This could be just something as simple as like you talking to one of your loved one's doctors. Maybe you're somebody's guardian. This could be your child. I don't think so, but maybe. I feel like this is either your sibling or someone platonic to you, that you may be like asking why the medication is not working, or asking why, something is not helping with the symptoms of something. Someone or something is just not working. And it's either because of their bad habits, poor decisions, or mental health issues. And I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist. The disclaimer is below. What's hidden? Wheel of Fortune. So there's a shift taking place behind the scenes. Things are changing. Things are fluctuating behind the scenes. Someone is kind of stuck on the past. Knight of Swords, King of Cups. I feel like some type of information or message is being sent that kind of like changes everything. Somebody could be changing their story. What's the Wheel of Fortune? The World. Why? What's the Wheel of... Okay. Four of Swords. World card. Lovers up right now, and the Ten of Cups. I feel like someone's making a choice not to speak to someone in their family. They want peace. They want some type of like frustration or arguments or turmoil to end. Someone could also be taking a secret to their grave, or they planned on taking a secret to their grave. They could be changing their mind. Someone is telling a water sign, masculine, whatever this secret is that they plan to take to their grave, that now they want to talk about. Somebody now wants to talk about something that they didn't want to talk about before. This could be someone's confession, deathbed confession. I don't know what this is. Someone's choosing not to speak to someone or choosing not to talk about something involving a family dynamic. Or they were trying to save someone's face. So I feel like someone chose to keep quiet about something that happened in the past. And it's either about someone's death, their deathbed confessions, or about something that would have caused chaos and conflict in a family dynamic. I don't know if it's all three, but it's like someone decided to keep a person's secret or keep information hidden that now they're angry. They changed their mind. They want to talk about it now. What's this Four of Swords? Queen of Wands reversed. Okay. Empress. Eight of Cups. Wow. I don't know. Oh my God. Empress, Eight of Cups, Queen of Wands reversed. I feel like someone is angry because the truth has not come out. Now, with the Queen of Swords, they could have the right to be angry because if you have air in your chart, Libra specifically, or any other air in your chart, you could be upset that someone lied to you. Seven of Wands. Yeah, feeling defensive, angry, upset, argumentative. With the Queen of Wands reversed, somebody is angry. But it's because they feel attacked. With the Seven of Wands, it's because someone is trying to protect themselves, or they feel attacked or caught off guard, blindsided by some type of aggressive behavior towards them. And I feel like the reason why they're upset is because they wanted to be peaceful. They wanted something to be peaceful, or they wanted there to be some type of peace here. Or someone is focused on healing. They just want to focus on healing. They block people out. They're not taking any action towards anyone. They've detached emotionally. They just have checked out. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. All these queens. And we saw the Empress. So this could be one person. It could be you who's frustrated by how a secret has been kept from you, or an issue has not been resolved that has to do with you, and you just want to like move on. You just want to detach. What you don't know, I feel, is if that is the case, something has changed to where now someone wants to talk about it. What's the world? I almost said the wheel. Page of Wands. Now it's upright. We saw the Lovers upright. Ten of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, a situation is over and done with the Ten of Swords. I feel like somebody has made peace with some type of conflict that's been going on in a family dynamic. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Something that happened when a person was a child or when someone was younger. It's like they've moved on. They've moved on. They don't want to talk about this. They don't want to deal with it. But I feel like somebody still wants to talk about it. What's the Page of Wands? Page of Swords. So somebody is asking, I feel, if you're still angry at them about something that you've already moved on from a long time ago. I feel like someone is asking about you, Sagittarius. That's what's hidden. Yeah, Emperor and the Tower. Yeah. So maybe your father, this could be your father and your mother. I feel like you've already expressed that you don't want to talk about something because you see clearly that the pattern is not going to change. You know that someone's not working. You know that someone's not going to change. You know that someone's not going to pull their weight. You know someone's not going to recognize how you feel. You know they're going to just ignore what you're saying. You know they're going to deflect from the truth. You know they're not going to take accountability. You know that they're going to be stubborn and headstrong. And I just feel like this masculine energy is trying to see if you're not angry anymore, or if you're still not talking to them, but they're asking someone else in your family. Like your father may be asking your mother, oh, is Sagittarius still angry with me? Is Sagittarius still upset? And it's like whenever they get the go ahead that you've moved on from something, then they're going to come in and like talk to you or send you a message. And I just kind of feel like you may give them the cold shoulder, or you may give them a very dry response. I feel like you guys may feel like someone abandoned you. I know that card is not out here, but it's like there's some type of family issue that took place, either around someone's death, about someone's passing, or around a situation where there was like an argument or a conflict that never really got resolved. What's the Queen of Swords? Ooh, Knight of Wands reversed. Nine of Swords, King of Cups. Yeah, something about this water sign masculine. King of Cups energy. Three of Swords, King of Wands. Somebody is disappointed or upset that a person is being reckless, that they're being toxic, inconsistent, just reckless. Someone is angry or disappointed in someone for lying about what they did or being reckless with their actions. I feel like this is, I don't know, this feels like family members. Like this could be your family. You could have a brother. I feel like there's a father here, a mother, and a son. You could be any of these people. You could be a spectator, and this is family drama. But it's like this King of Wands is disappointed or upset at this Knight of Wands reversed for being codependent, inconsistent, unemployed, reckless, and lying possibly about something. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so you could have someone in your family who is filling you in about what's been going on in your family because you're not like attached to them. What's the Hierophant? But this is like a pattern or a bad memory from your past. There could be something that's being proven when it comes to something you experienced in your past. Like there could have been a situation where your parents or your family tried to deny that another family member did something negative towards you in the past, or was aggressive, abusive, hurtful towards you in the past. I feel like you're being told of some type of repercussions from that finally, because you've disconnected or detached. It's like there's this, I feel like since you've separated from these people, there's this realization that you were telling the truth the whole time, or that it's like there's this realization of why you didn't want to be around them. Emperor and the Star card. There's like bad memories that you have of a masculine father figure or authority figure, because they consistently have left you feeling unprotected. And I feel like there may have been a cousin or a sibling who abused you, or who was a nuisance or hurtful to you in the past, that this person didn't protect you. And there could have been situations in other places in your childhood where you were left exposed. You weren't protected. Star card, Six of Cups reversed. And it's like you don't want to work things out, or this person doesn't want to recognize these things. And I feel like someone around you, like a feminine energy, is seeing this pattern. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like someone supports you when it comes to like not telling someone about what's going on in your life. I really feel like this is just talking about like your choices and how they're reverberating to other people around you. Five of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you no longer want to be around these people. You don't want them to know where you're going or what you're doing or what your plans are because you don't trust them. What's the temptation? Oh my God. Two of Wands reverse. Yeah. Spirit doesn't want you to make a bad decision when it comes to this situation. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Two of Swords, Four of Wands. You don't see. There's something that you feel like trapped by. There's something that you feel like you don't have a choice but to do this. You don't have a choice but to make this decision. You don't have a choice but to take whatever this tempting offer is. And Spirit is telling you there's actually another solution that you don't see where the outcome is going to turn out in your favor. I don't know what this is. It's like you don't see a decision as being bad because it's like you may be in fight or flight mode, but they don't want you to take an offer that's bad because you don't see another option, because what they're saying is that there is another option that you don't see, or there's another outcome or possibility that you don't see. So what's the advice for Sagittarius? Yeah, there's something I feel like is going to work out as long as you focus every day on the outcome being positive. That's like the theme that I've kind of gotten with the fire sign readings. It feels like Spirit is trying to reinforce optimism within you guys as fire signs, that things can work out differently than what you may expect or differently to what they've been working out thus far. Yeah, Strength at the bottom and the Emperor. Leo energy, Aries energy. Being brave, having courage. Doing something that no one in your family has ever done. I feel like you had some type of bravery when it comes to standing up for yourself in a situation where your family or your guardians didn't protect you. And Spirit is saying that it's going to work out in your favor. Or there's something that you can pull from, whether it's appreciation or gratitude or strength, by doing that. Like if you were abused in your family and the people who were supposed to look out for you didn't look out for you, Spirit is saying like pull from that. That happened to you. You see how strong you were to stand up to them when everybody was against you? That's the power. That's the magic within you. They're trying to get you to see that power still exists. You just have to tap into it. What's the Ten of Cups? Oh my goodness. All right. What is the Ten of Cups for this advice, Spirit? Two of Cups, King of Swords, Devil. Yeah, I feel like somebody wants to control the narrative. They want to control their image, their reputation, the narrative. They don't want to look bad to the family. So they don't take accountability. They just try to distract people from things that they don't want to see, or they distract themselves from things they don't want to see. I feel like someone wants to communicate with you about a lot of different things that I don't know. What's the Ten of Cups? Hangman and the Empress. It's like your mother or a feminine maternal figure feels like there needs to be a conversation, but understands why you don't want to have a conversation. I feel like this person is seeing your perspective or realizing your side of the story. Four of Wands and the Devil. Yeah. I don't know what this is. There's a toxic relationship here. There's toxic communication. There's like this power struggle that I feel like somebody is trying to have, this control, this dominance. And I feel like somebody knows that you got caught in a bad situation or you got caught in a bad contract. It's like you were lied to, you were stolen from. And I feel like somebody knows why you chose. It's crazy because what I feel is that, like, if you are this person who your family sees as this quote unquote failure, or this quote unquote reject, or this person who went down the wrong path, it's like whoever facilitated this bullshit knows that they didn't support you or protect you the way that they were supposed to. They know they were a shitty parent, or they know they were a shitty sibling, and they know that they kind of like pushed you down this path, and they don't want to acknowledge that because it makes them look bad to the other members of your family. But then it's like there's this feminine energy, either like a mother figure or whoever. This is crazy because you could have a fucked up dad, but your stepmom really has your back because your stepmom is married to your dad and knows exactly who your dad is, or vice versa. Your stepdad could be advocating for you against your fucked up mom. And I just feel like there's this energy of somebody who is like kind of connected to you and the situation, but not in a way. So it feels like they're related, but they're not blood, like a stepmom, a stepdad, a stepbrother, a stepsister, a family friend. There's something here where somebody is aware. It's like, while everybody wants to talk about you in the family like you're the fucking reject, this person is aware of why you went down that path. They're aware of what caused it. They're aware of the actions or the lack of action that somebody took when it comes to what they were supposed to do to help guide you that they did not do. So it's like you have a cheerleader or you have a supporter here because there's somebody who's seeing the patterns. And it could be that you have siblings and your dad or your mom is a bad parent. Whoever this person is who's observing the situation is like, they're like, yeah, look what happened to Sag. Look what happened to their brother. Look what happened to their sister. It's not a coincidence that this pattern keeps repeating itself where everybody is either not talking to you, not dealing with you, not wanting to handle you, or they're handling you with a long handle spoon. And it's like the pattern is not that they're the problem. The pattern is that whoever you don't want to talk to, Sagittarius, is the problem or something like that. I don't know. That's what it feels like. Anyway, it just looks like things are going well in your life, or it looks like things are kind of like turning around and you're realizing that things are turning around the further and further you get from this person. And I feel like Spirit wants you to focus on that every day. They don't want you to focus on this pain or this loss. They want you to focus on all the wonderful things that are coming to you for evolving and healing through this. Somebody is healed. And I think a lot of you are healed and you're moving forward. And I think you can feel the pressure of this devil energy or whoever this controlling figure is. And they don't want you to make a bad decision because of that, like, invisible influence that you don't see. Anything else for Sagittarius when it comes to these messages? Exhausted and karmics. Wow. Capricorn energy out here. Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, possibly for the signs. Exhausted says burned out, burdened, and empty. Karmics, third parties, haters, learned lessons. Right. And at the bottom, geez, psychopath, abusive, conniving, unpredictable. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist. Ooh, excuse me. That's crazy. I feel like somebody is trying to commit you to an asylum, but they can't because you're sane. I was getting this organization with the Hierophant. Like I was getting some type of like, I mean, of course it could be a church, but I wasn't getting a church. I was getting like an establishment of some kind. It feels like someone is trying to say that you're crazy because of what you've been through, but you're not crazy. And someone sees that you're not crazy. So it's like they're advocating for you, or they're trying to commit someone else to an asylum. Like, I don't know what the fuck this is. It feels like back in the day, the energy I'm getting, which I can't confirm, but it feels like back in the day when husbands used to commit their wives to insane asylums because they didn't like the way that they were being treated by the husband, right? So if the wife fought back against the husband beating on them, or if the wife fought back against the husband cheating on them, the husband had the authority to commit the wife to an insane asylum if he didn't like the way that she was acting, even if he was the one at fault. And it kind of feels like somebody tried to pull that on you and tried to say that you were crazy, but really you're just tired of their behavior and their toxicity, and you're not crazy. And it kind of feels, antisocial, and you're feeling silent treatment, left out. Like, it kind of feels like somebody was trying to control narratives in a family or group dynamic to make you look insane, when in reality you weren't insane. And even if they tried to commit you to an asylum or some shit like that, it didn't stick, because it was lies. It was deception. There was no proof. Child. And I feel like you just don't want to talk to anyone in your family. You'd rather be antisocial because you're dealing with a bunch of dysfunctional, mentally imbalanced people who keep trying to tell you that you're fucking crazy. And you're not. Yeah, and then we have hopeful, inspired, optimistic, success. See what I'm saying? So that's why the advice is what it is, because Spirit wants you to focus on that optimism and having that optimistic perspective. Bro, I'm just so like for real about this. Please do not feel backed in a corner, because I feel like you guys just need to let things kind of simmer and flow, because you feel like you have to make a decision right now that you don't have to make. You don't have to choose right now. You don't have to make a decision right now. If you rush the decision, or you don't explore all your options, or you make a decision from a place of fear and anxiety of feeling backed into a corner, you will be tempted to choose something that will deviate you from your path. And Spirit is attempting to prevent you from doing that. That's what you're going to have to understand and remember this month. Because if you feel afraid, or if you feel anxious, nervous, or scared when it comes to making a decision, just wait. Because over time, more information will be revealed. Because I feel like you guys are in a position where you only feel like it's this or that. You feel like it's either this or that. A rock in a hard place. One of two options, but there's a third option that's about to be revealed to you that you don't see. Just go with the flow. If you feel like randomly one day you want to take a walk, take a walk. You could be led to another option. You could be led to information. I just feel like this is something weird. And y'all know when I get like that, I get real talkative and passionate. Anyway, harmony, balance, peace, happiness, hopeful, inspired, optimistic, success. You're creating balance, peace, happiness, harmony, success, positive outcomes in your life. You're trying to run. You're trying to run from people who are attempting to drive you crazy. That's what it feels like. Or they're attempting to say that you're crazy when you're not. And it's because more than likely you felt like you had to lash out and defend yourself at one time or another when you were being attacked by someone. And I feel like that lie is coming to the surface as well. Like if you had a cousin or somebody who abused you, or you had someone who lied on you and said that you were just being crazy, but they were triggering and antagonizing you, I feel like that truth is coming out. Right. And then somebody didn't want to believe that you were getting abused and they wanted to try to make it seem like you were crazy. No, bitch. Sagittarius is not fucking crazy. This was really going on. You just didn't want to admit it because it made your perfect picture look crooked. Ciao. What's this? Exhausted, karmics, and hopeful. Yep, Ace of Wands. You have a goal. What else? Three of Cups. You know something is going to work out. Do not deny it. Ace of Pentacles. Keep working, Sag. Keep working, Sag. This is spiritual. This is deep. You are independent. You have an opportunity that you are pursuing. You've planted a seed that you are pursuing because you have a goal in mind and you're working for it. You're not fucking lazy. You're not unemployed. People just don't want to believe in the vision that you have. And not to mention, you're getting attacked on the back end by karmics and people who want to try to create a problem. But see, that's a part of rising to these new levels. You got to understand there's going to be new devils. There's going to be old devils, new devils, in between devils. These bitches is going to come at you from all sides. You cannot fold. Because something is going to work out for you. And you've already made a lot of progress with this Eight of Pentacles. People just don't want to acknowledge what their part in the fucking bullshit. That's not your problem. You keep on pushing forward. At the end of the day, keep on pushing forward. Even if it's not what people want you to do or the decision that people want you to make. I suggest you guys watch all the fire sign readings. Anyway, what's the advice for Sagittarius? Even if it's something that you're doing that's new, you may be tempted to go back to the past. That could be what it is. You may be tempted to go back to something that you've outgrown, or a person you've outgrown, or a situation that you've already evolved from. Don't do it. You feel like there's another choice. Okay, stop. That was a Freudian slip. You feel like there's no other choice, but there is another choice. You're going to start to feel like there's another choice. There's a new love or a new passion that you have in your life, and it's projected to be successful and create balance and harmony, but you cannot run from your past. So what I would suggest is to try to tie up these loose ends as best as you can. Don't get sucked back in. Tie them up as best as you can and move the fuck on. Listen to your intuition, period. Don't listen to the fear. Listen to your intuition. That is your advice. Remain positive is at the bottom. And no, yeah. So something may be a no right now, but it could turn into a yes in the future. The circumstances could change. Take it how it resonates. But listen to your intuition. Even if right now the answer is no and your intuition is telling you not to do something, you may be able to do it in the future. Whatever you do, don't let fear and anxiety push you to doing something that you know is not going to be good for you. So I hope that helped. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Let me know in the comments if it resonated. Share whatever you feel comfortable sharing without giving too much of your business. Also, if you benefited from this reading, if you guys could please consider donating to the Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle information below. It really helps out the channel getting supplies, getting these readings done, and making sure that I can devote the time and energy to these readings that they deserve for you guys to have the best message, the most clear message. But thank you if you've already donated. Don't feel obligated if you can't. Just engage with the content, you guys. And I hope it helped you. All right. Enjoy the rest of your month, day, week, whatever. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.